Good morning and welcome to Leading Life Large. This is Robb Braun and welcome to Monday's edition, May 20th of Leading Life Large. This is your weekly opportunity to take a look at what it is that you need to do to be able to elevate your game, to be able to do more in helping you to be able to live bigger in your business and your personal life, whatever your endeavor. So welcome. Started the format a little bit differently this morning. Wanted some energy music. We're going to have that go on every morning instead of that, what I've been doing. So I hope you enjoy that. The idea is for all of us to really get our energy up, get uplifted, get going. So many great things going on in life, and this is a way to build for us to be able to really hit it hard. So I'm glad you joined. And what I want to talk about this morning is how it is that we can really set ourselves up for being able to have what it is that we're going after. And I want to be real clear about that. My belief is that you and I can have whatever we believe we can have that we set ourselves after. Whatever it is in our businesses, our finances, our personal goals around relationships and fitness and all of that. We're clear about where it is that we're going, okay? We've got to have that. And I've done a lot of visioning work myself. In fact, I went through a process very, very recently. I've got my own consultants saying, "Hey, we're trying to help me get clear on mission statement and vision statement and where we're going and all of that." So I do this myself and I engage in it, and I have my clients do the same thing, where I'll have them, if you will, go 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the road and identify and get real clear on what it is that they want for themselves. I mean, what do they really, really want, and what can they imagine for themselves? And this is an important process. I'll even have my clients do a visioning board after we've done some work where we've gotten real clear on what it is that we can, help them. First of all, what it is that has stopped them from getting what they're going after, what it is that they can then counter, or in other words, what they can start doing differently. And so we'll do this, and again, I'll end this thing with we'll do a visioning board, and we'll have presentations and make a big deal of it. Now here's the thing. This is all important, and I believe absolutely necessary in order for us to be able to get what we're going after. We have got to be able to hold a vision for ourselves. We've got to be able to see it, feel it, hear it, taste it, everything. It's got to be that kind of real. But here's the catch. We have got to be able to fully believe in it. If you and I don't believe that what we're going after is really possible for us, it ain't gonna happen. It's just like we've talked about before, where if I believe the counter to something, that's exactly what's going to happen. In other words, if I focus on, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, I won't have enough money. That's just how that'll be. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. That's what I'll continue to be, is alone. Same thing goes for when we're going for something. We put a vision out there and we're clear about what we're going after. I have got to believe crystal clear that it's possible, that I believe it's going to happen, that I know I'm going to make it happen. I have got to believe it. It's not enough to just put it out there and go, God, one day I want to be able to feel this or believe that that's really possible for me, so I'll just put it out there. I'll put out a picture of a brand new Mercedes that I'm going after. I'll put a picture of a $100,000 bill that I'm going after, or whatever that is. If I just look at it every day, that somehow, this will come our way. And the truth is, it ain't coming. It's not coming because we already believe it's not possible. We put it out there hoping one day we'll believe in it, but we don't. And if we don't believe in it, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't still a word? I think it is. It's not gonna happen. We already don't believe it, and so that's exactly what we're gonna get. We're gonna get what we believe, and that is we believe in something far less. And it always kills me when I hear some of this, some of the pitches for people to come into a business or attract folks to their business or their business model, whatever that is. They'll say things like, learn how you can make $10,000 a month working part-time. Well, if I've never made even close to $10,000 a month working my butt off full-time, how can I even imagine it possible to be able to do it in part-time and then have it be 5 maybe 10 times more than what I've ever made in a month. It doesn't make sense. And I hear all kinds of promises about a 7-figure income, with my system, and all you have to do is. If I've never made more than $30, $40, $50,000, how can I even imagine $1 million or more dollars? There's something in my brain that's not going to allow that to even be a possibility. And before I even begin, I will begin to undo it. Now, different than putting out a crazy nutty goal that I believe if I just go for it, it's actually a possibility. It's nutty, it's crazy, it's something exciting to go for, and I'm going to go for it. I believe in every part of myself that actually could make that happen. So I'm going to take the training wheels off, I'm going to take anything that's going to cause resistance, and I'm going to go downhill as fast as I possibly can until the wheels fall off this thing. That's a different deal. I'm already motivated, I'm already inspired, I already see it as possible. Now everybody just get out of my way. But there's a difference between that and I'm struggling. I already experienced lack. I've experienced failure after failure after failure of going what I'm going after. I've tried to lose this weight year after year after year, and all I do is gain. And I feel worse than ever. Or I've tried to make money in my business, and every year I just feel more and more frustrated. And every year I hear the same bad news about what's going on with our economy. And am I really going to be able to make it and compete with others out there? Really? And so if I've got that going on, I need to do something different than set up this crazy-ass goal that I can't even breathe into. I can't taste, I can't imagine it, I can't see it. Nothing about it feels any part remotely real. Anything. So I got to back off a little bit. What I mean by that is, and be real clear, I'm never about going small. Never, never, never. Played small my whole life up until not so many years ago. So small doesn't get us anywhere. But there's a part of us that needs to be reasonable with ourselves so we can get some victories under our belt. So we can taste success. So we can feel it, experience it, see it, hear it, taste it, know that it does exist and that I can indeed do it. So let's just use my weight for an example. If I'm 50, 60, 70 pounds overweight and everything I've tried, one gimmick after another, and then finally I hear someone say, you know what, stop with the gimmicks, change your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle to changing a couple food habits that you've got, and then changing an exercise habit or two, right? So go from 0 to 2 days a week walking. Go from eating whatever you want to no longer am I going to go to any of the fast food restaurants, right? That I don't know, I'm going to cook 3 days a week where before I ate out, every day during the week. Little changes. And then I start slowly. And so this year what ends up happening is over the first 2-3 months, rather than that promise of losing, 20 pounds or 5 pounds per week over the next 90 days, let me work on losing a pound a week or a pound every 2 weeks. But let me get some progress under my belt. Let me get some momentum. Let me see some things happen. I want you to go for exactly where it is you want to be. But you also need to get some momentum. You also need to be able to have some victories under your belt. You need to believe that you can indeed do it. You've got to believe that it can indeed happen. So what you want to do is start off small. Not be small, just start off in small increments. You got to believe, you and I have got to believe that that next step is even possible. We've got to believe it. Now here's the beautiful thing, is once you have enough small victories under your belt, start stretching yourself. Start going for bigger stuff. By all means, go for it. I know that today for me, when I go for a lot of my ambitious goals, they are nutty. I mean really, really nutty. By standards out there. They're not to me though. They're exciting. And it's not because I'm better than you. It's not because I'm more capable of anything than you. It's not that at all. It's that what I started learning to do was do things that are going to help me to get small victories so I can start believing in myself. Because there was a period of time where I stopped believing in myself. I started believing that there was nothing possible, that I was not going to be able to get what I was going after. I know what that feels like, and it's frustrating, and more than anything, it's painful. Because I know what is possible on some level if I could just get out of my own goddamn way. And that's part of what you've been struggling with. So my invitation to you is to vision the next 90 days. Vision the next 6 months. Vision the next year. Don't go for 10 right now. You can't see 10 because all you can imagine is year after year after year of failure, and 10 just looks like a one big ass failure. Or let's shoot for $1 million, but you can't see that one either, so you might as well just give up now. So don't go so far out. What I also don't want to have happen is I don't want you to try going out 10 years and try being reasonable and going, okay, I made $50,000 last year. Let's hope that by in 10 years I can work my way up to $100,000. That's no good either. So what you want to do is scale it back. Just scale it back. Shoot for what you're going to do the next 3 months. Keep it at that. You're trying to do something different with your body and your fitness. So do something different for the next 3 months. Change something. Eliminate sodas, replace it with water. Eliminate sodas, replace it with orange juice, right? So gradual, right? Eliminate Twinkies, replace it with an apple. Something small. Replace one day of walking or thinking you're doing a workout and actually doing 3 legitimate 20 minutes going for a nice walk, right? Do something toward that. Do that for 90 days. Then reevaluate. Then go ahead and vision some more about the next 90 days, or now go for 6 months. Now vision about that. So do it in smaller chunks. Scale it back so you can have some successes. And it's those successes that are going to inspire and drive you to be able to move forward toward that bigger stuff, all right? So it's not about being small, it's about starting small. That's it. Scale it back, start smaller so you can go toward the bigger stuff. And then you will have the kind of successes that you imagine, you desire, you inspire to get. They're all yours. But start out small, right? So with that, this is Robb Braun. This is Leading Life Large. Remembering you got to believe. You got to believe in what you're going after. If you don't believe it, bring it back a little bit. Find a place where you can believe. Start there. Once you believe that, start there. Then do whatever you have to do to make sure you get that. Get that victory. Get that win. Feel good about yourself. Have some momentum. Then go for the big stuff. All right. Robb Braun signing off saying thank you for joining Leading Life Large. Every Monday, tune in. Bye-bye now.